hope you all had a wonderful summer. The moment you've been waiting for has finally arrived. You are now Whittier College poets. This can prove to be a very emotional day for families as they say goodbye. Parents in particular may be feeling a little blue. Parents, when you return home, things are going to feel a little different. Your house somewhat empty. Perhaps a tear or two will be shed. Well, I developed a little concoction to help you deal with your parental blues. It's called remodeling. Go home and demolish your child's room. Build a man cave, a game room, a sewing room, whatever. I promise you your frown will be turned upside down in no time. Students, you may be feeling a little blue as well. You are losing so much. You no longer get to hear the following parental phrases. No. Because I said so. Not under my roof. It is such a sad time for you. I do have a cure for your blues as well. Long nights of studying, getting to do your own laundry, and cafeteria food. Welcome to the life of a college student. Tonight we welcome over 500 new poets to campus. We welcome not only our new first-year residents, but also our transfer and commuter students. So, just who are these new poets? Among you are students from 28 different states and 13 foreign countries. Students from Hawaii, Oregon, Colorado, Louisiana, Rhode Island, Texas, New York, Denmark, Iceland, Ghana, Japan, Hong Kong, and Croatia, to name just a few. There are over 300 different schools represented here from around the world. There are 7 Rachels, 5 Ryans, 4 Rebeccas, 3 Justins, 2 Brendas, but only 1 Brady in the whole bunch. What's up, Brady? This is an extremely talented and diverse group. Among you is a lead singer of an accomplished rock band, a student who has won dance competitions in Armenia and Spain, a passionate hula hooper, a mascot for a minor league baseball team, a student who wrote a screenplay now being developed in Hollywood, a student who led a project to build soccer fields in Ethiopia, a set of twins, a professional runway model, a champion mathlete, an Academy Award winner. Okay, that one's not true. It has been my pleasure getting to know all of you throughout this year. I've read every single one of your applications, and there is only one conclusion that I can make. Whittier's future is very, very bright. Tonight's event marks a symbolic transition as the Office of Admission hands over this wonderful new class to the very capable hands of our Dean of Faculty, Charlotte Borst, and our Dean of Students, Jeannie Ortiz. Please know, however, that we are only a phone call away. Do not be strangers. We want to hear about all the wonderful things you are doing throughout your college career at Whittier. Jeannie Ortiz and Charlotte Borst care passionately about the success and happiness of our students. It is under their guidance that this new class of poets will undoubtedly accomplish more than they ever dreamed possible. Jeannie Ortiz and Charlotte Borst, I give you our newest poets.
My name is Duncan Cattell, and I'm the current student body president, also known as the Associated Students of Whittier College. And on behalf of the ASWC, I would like to officially welcome the new freshman class and future class of 2016 to Whittier College. We're glad you're here. College is an interesting experience, and I can't pretend to have all the answers. However, I can try to bestow some advice and knowledge from my experience here. A good friend of mine once said, "College will be the best time of your life, but it will be nothing like you expect." It's easy to come in with preconceived notions of what college will be like. Some of these ideas will be correct, but others will be wrong. It's a simple fact. No matter how much you prepare yourself for what is coming or what you think is coming, something will blindside you. Don't worry, you will easily adjust. Many of you, at first, might find yourselves out of your comfort zone. This is a normal feeling. Some of you may even consider transferring. This is also a normal feeling, one that I experienced myself. The reason you probably have these feelings is because for once you are all the new kids on the block. No longer are you constrained by the old social norms and friend groups. It is entirely up to you to figure out what you want to do and who you're going to be. It's a lot of power, but it's a scary feeling. The theme of orientation this year involves change, and most of orientation is probably going to focus on change in the world and how society responds to it. These are important things to think about. However, another thing to think about is how you will change. Coming to Whittier, you can redefine yourself as a person. This is a challenging task. However, it is easy to do this at Whittier. There are a multitude of clubs and organizations to join. Perhaps your inspiration is to be the next Mitt Romney. We have a club for that. Or maybe you're more of an Obama fan. Don't worry, we have a club for that too. If you find yourself interested in sustainability, join the Urban Agriculture Club, or raising awareness for the environment. Maybe you're an aspiring psychologist, or perhaps just interested in the human brain. You should probably join Psychology Club. Or maybe broadcasting is your thing. You can host your own radio show on K-Poet Radio. And if you find yourself wanting to know everything that goes on at campus, join Senate or Program Board. Don't worry about how you'll campaign, just tell them you wear plaid. If it seems overwhelming, find Shauna Young at the LEAP office and she'll help sort you out. But Whittier isn't just about defining yourself. It's about the relationships you're going to build. Many of you will make lifelong friends here at Whittier. You will also be able to build relationships with faculty that you couldn't anywhere else. Although professors might seem intimidating at first, I'm sure by the end of the semester, you have the privilege of knowing many of them on a first-name basis. This is a good thing because the professors at Whittier are excellent. They truly care about your education and are always available for help. If you are forthright with them and give them your best work, just as they do their best to prepare for your education, they will treat you with respect. However, before you can build relationships with others, you have to understand yourself. Freshman year, and especially first semester is that time. You will make mistakes, and things might be crazy at times, but I can promise you that everything will work out. If I had to sum up freshman year, I would use the words of Macklemore. And we danced, and we cried, and we laughed, and we had a really, really, really good time. Enjoy freshman year, and enjoy your time at Whittier College. It all goes by in a blink.
At the beginning of your college experience, creating symbols that signify your entrance into the life of the mind at Whittier College helps you to feel part of this strong and caring community. Today, at new student orientation, you were asked to sign your name in Whittier College's matriculation book. Your signature is a symbol of your entrance into Whittier College. This is a special year as the college is celebrating its 125th anniversary. I have asked the 125th admitted student this year to Whittier College to present the matriculation book to President Hershberger. Would Eliza Conchella please come forward? Alyssa will sign her name in the matriculation book, representing the signatures of all new students, first year and transfer, and present the book to President Herzberger.
Throughout the campus today, you have seen signs reading 125 years of defining leadership, born of the vision and determination of the first settlers of Whittier, California. This college has remained true to its founding ambitions throughout its illustrious history. And if there is one characteristic that best defines our college and our graduates, it is leadership. I hope you learned when you were exploring colleges and you chose Whittier that your college is among the leaders in graduating students who earn PhDs and professional degrees. About 1/4 of our graduates go into teaching, a true leadership profession, and an overwhelming number of these lead schools as principals and superintendents. Among our alumni are many entrepreneurs starting their own businesses and nonprofit organizations, and we have numerous CEOs and presidents among the poet clan. And of course, Whittier is one of the few colleges to have educated one of the 44 presidents of the United States. I like to remind audiences that we have educated a second American president. We just don't know yet who it is. We have some ideas, however. Whittier College's 125 years of defining leadership and educating leaders stems from our commitment to a mission established way back in 1887. Our founders were Quakers who migrated to what was then the Wild, Wild West and named both our town and our college after the poet John Greenleaf Whittier. Coming from a poor family, young Mr. Whittier was a farmer by day and a relentless reader by night. He became a well-known newspaperman, a renowned opponent of slavery, and a devoted Quaker whose poetry, ironically, was used by President Lincoln to convince men to fight in the Civil War. Like the students we attract to this college, he was multidimensional, principled, and smart, and he helped shape the American conscience. With John Greenleaf Whittier as a model for leadership, our founders adopted a mission to educate students to respect people of all religious backgrounds, all ethnicities, and all places of origin. To educate graduates who would serve their communities and simultaneously look beyond regional and national borders to understand the world. And our mission called for an education that would encourage students to think broadly, act with integrity, and listen to disparate voices, and from these voices seek common ground. Our college's founders would be mighty proud to look over our campus today and see students of all backgrounds and from all over America, and as represented by the flags behind me, from so many countries of the world. Living, studying, and learning in this most diverse of the selective private colleges means that there is no typical Whittier student. Our founders would be equally proud of our adherence to Quaker traditions that remind us of our lofty aspirations for your education. In a few minutes, and then often during your time at Whittier, you will be asked to sit in silence. To our founders, silence provided a means to encourage listening to the small voice within us that calls on us to do good. Equally significant, silence reminds us and prepares us to listen to voices different from our own and to learn. In a world where there is more talking than true listening, this is an increasingly important tradition. Our college's founders would smile with delight, knowing of the varied ways that here you will learn about leadership through service to others, and thus grow in insight and understanding. And our founders would revel in the fact that today, as intended from our beginning, you will learn from faculty who revere breadth of knowledge as much as depth, who respect both theory and application, and who will teach you to see the world's challenges from multiple points of view.
Initiate this ceremony of the passing of the light of learning. One note as we proceed through this ceremony is that with the two candles, one being lit and one lighting the other, the candle which is already lit should remain upright and vertical, and the candle that is going to be lit should be dipped into that flame for safety reasons. Thank you.
Silence, please. silence, please. To conclude the ceremony this evening, I will read from the poetry of our revered namesake, John Greenleaf Whittier. I will read a few lines from My Triumph. It was published at a time when Whittier had already lived a full life and had achieved much. He recognized that it was time for others to carry on. His poem is a fitting sentiment to frame this special night and the steps our students are about to take. Mr. Greenleaf said, "The autumn time has come on woods that dream of bloom, and over purpling vines the low sun fainter shines. The aster flower is failing, the hazel's gold is paling, yet overhead more near the eternal stars appear, and present gratitude increases the future's good. And for the things I see, I trust the things to be. Hail to the coming singers, hail to the brave light bringers. Forward I reach and share all they sing and dare. I feel the earth move sunward, I join the great march onward, and take, by faith, while living, my freehold of thanksgiving." New students of Whittier College, new poets, we salute you. Please extinguish your candles, and I ask everyone to rise for the recessional as new students and faculty process first out of the amphitheater. Following the conclusion of this program, I invite all new students and their families to join us for a goodbye reception at the Campus Center courtyard.
Burn a candle.
This is a modeling school. If anyone's noticed. I don't know about Cody. I burned myself.
What's the point of Earths?
Kevin, really? Kevin, really?
Sorry, yes, no, maybe so?
Oh, yeah. Kevin. Can we like this? Can we look like?
I can't tell by the pictures.